Kerner from friendyourbody.com, and today I'm going to show you a series of exercises that you can do to alleviate stress in your body after sitting at a desk all day long. So you'll find that when you've been sitting for extended periods of time, typically you'll feel tightness in your hip area, your lower back, your upper back, and your neck. So I'm going to show you 6 exercises that you can do in just a few minutes so that you can end your day feeling more relaxed instead of feeling all tense. So this first exercise is called a levator scapulae stretch, and what you're going to do is just put your arm behind your back. Typically you want to try to put your hand in between your shoulder blades. So if you have your right arm up, you're going to look to the left, and then you're going to look down. And then you're just going to hold that stretch anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds. And then when you're done, you're going to look up and look back to the center. So this is actually stretching a muscle in your neck right here called the levator scapulae. And if you don't feel any tightness in there, then you probably don't need to be stretching that part of your body. The next side, we'll do the left side. So left arm up. So if the left arm is up, you're going to look to the right, and then you're going to look down. And again, you're going to hold that stretch anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds. And then when you're done, look up and then come right back to the center. You may find that you feel tightness on one side and not so much on the other side. So when it comes to stretching, you always want to make sure that you only stretch muscles that feel tight. So if you don't feel anything, then don't do the stretch. So here's another neck stretch that you can do. This is called a neck side stretch, and you're going to need a chair for this one. So I'm just going to bring my chair over here. And preferably use a chair that's stable, so not a chair that's sort of rolling around too much. And you're going to put your hand under one side of the chair, so I'm just going to start with my left side. And then you're just going to do that to sort of anchor your shoulder. And you want to make sure that you sit upright as you do this. And then you're going to take your opposite hand and put it on the left side of your head. And then what I'm going to do is, as I anchor my shoulder, I'm going to just very gently pull my head against my anchored shoulder. And I do feel that. So if anything, you should sort of feel this right down the side of your neck. And again, you'll hold that stretch anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds, and then very gently come out of the stretch, and then we'll go on to the other side. So you want to, again, just grab underneath the chair to anchor your shoulder. So if I'm holding with the right hand, I'm going to grab my head with my left hand, very gently pull against the resistance that I'm creating by holding on. And again, holding that for anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds. And then coming up. So this side on me feels a lot tighter than this side, and that's very normal. So just, you may find that one side's more tense, so maybe you hold that side for just a little bit longer. Okay. So this next stretch is called a stability ball back and abdominal stretch. So you're going to need a stability ball to do this. So all you're going to do is sit on the stability ball, and then you're going to very gently roll your body out to the center of your back, and then you're going to bring your arms very gently overhead, and then you're going to just hold that position for anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds. And then if you feel comfortable, you can roll your body back towards your hands, and then you can walk your body, or sort of roll your body toward your feet a little bit. And you'll find that by doing that, it sort of, you'll feel that stretch in different parts of your abdominal. And then when you're done, very gently bring your arms up, and then you walk your body to a seated position, and then stand. This next exercise is called a rhomboid stretch. So you're going to use the stability ball again for this one. This is an upper back stretch. So you're going to place your elbow in the middle of the ball. And then if you've got your right elbow on the ball, you're going to position your left hand on the ball for stability. And then you're just going to very gently roll to the left side until you feel a slight stretch in your upper back. And you'll hold that, again, anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds. And then you'll come back up, and then I'll do the other side. So elbow in the ball. So I've got my left elbow on the ball, so my right hand goes on the ball, and then I'm just going to very gently lean to the right. And I do feel that. And then come up. And you just want to make sure that you don't feel this in the lower back area. You should be focusing on the rhomboids up in your upper back. So you may need to sort of reposition yourself a little bit so that you actually feel it in the correct spot. Okay. This next exercise is called a 90-90 hip stretch. So you're going to come onto the floor. And what you're going to do is create two 90-degree angles with your knees. And then if you've got your right leg forward like I do, that means the left hand goes on the ankle and the right hand goes right outside the knee. And you want to keep a nice upright posture when you do this, so you want to make sure that your back isn't rounding. And then you want to just lean forward into the stretch. And you want to lean as far as what's comfortable for you, but if you do this properly, you should feel this right in the outer hip area. And again, holding that for anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds. And then I'm just going to switch to the other side. So I've got my left leg forward now, again creating two 90-degree angles at the knees. My right hand is going to go on my leg, my left hand is going to go right outside my knee. And again, looking forward, keeping a nice neutral spine, and leaning forward so that I feel a little bit of a stretch right in my hip area. Okay, good. This next stretch is called a kneeling lunge. So what you're going to do is come into a kneeling position on the floor. And then if you've got your left leg forward, so you'll be kneeling on your right knee, you're going to take your right arm and put it behind you, kind of like you did for the levator scapulae stretch. Put it between your shoulder blades, and then you're going to take your left arm and sort of just gently put it, hold on to your elbow. You're going to lean forward, and if you do this properly, you should feel a stretch in your hip flexor. And then you're going to just very gently lean to the side. And then you're going to hold that, so you'll actually feel a little bit of stretch in your side as you do this. And again, holding for anywhere from 10 to 20 or 30 seconds. And then come back, and then we'll do the other side. So right leg forward, and then that means I'm on my left knee, and then I take my left arm up, grab my elbow, and then keep a nice neutral spine, lean forward, and then very gently lean to the side. It really enhances the stretch. And again, I'm going to hold that anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds. And then very gently come out of the stretch, and then come back to a standing position. This next stretch is a bonus stretch. So, as I mentioned at the very beginning, typically when you're sitting down, you're going to have tightness in the hip, the lower back, the upper back, and the neck. But if you're typing all day long, you may find that you experience discomfort in your wrist, and it's very common for people to develop carpal tunnel syndrome when they're typing a lot. So this is a wonderful stretch to do, if you are sitting in front of a computer and you do like a lot of mousing or typing. This device is called a power web. And there's so many different things that you can do. It's a wonderful piece of equipment, and they're not very expensive, but this is something I will typically use during the day. On days when I'm, working from home in front of my computer. I have a lot of my clients use this. So what you're going to do is you're going to do what's called a wrist roll, and I'm just going to position the power web on my leg here, and all I'm going to do is push my wrist into the web. And I'm going to hold that for about 5 seconds. And then come out. And then I can repeat that. Roll my wrist, hold it for like 5 seconds, and then come out. And you can repeat that for 5 to 10 repetitions. And I'll just do the other side, a couple on the other side. So again, roll the wrist and hold that for about 5 seconds. And then come back. And then again, roll the wrist, hold it for about 5 seconds. And then come back. So this is actually something that I keep right on my desk. I keep it right next to my computer. And when I'm typing during the day and I start to feel like that achiness in my wrist, I'll just take a few seconds, pull this out, and stretch it. So if you like these exercises, I encourage you to sign up for our YouTube channel or subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got all kinds of great recipes and exercise videos on there, and interviews from health experts in the community. And if you haven't already, I encourage you to go to friendyourbody.com to download your free Get Fit Starter Pack. That's something that you can access immediately. So I hope that you enjoy this, and I will talk to you soon.